You're telling your daughter she's beautiful, clever, and amazing, hoping it sticks. The research on how self-esteem actually forms tells a more complicated story. Psychologists have identified 2 pillars that genuinely build a girl's confidence: a sense of competence, she can do hard things, and a sense of unconditional belonging, she is loved whether she succeeds or not. A 2017 study in child development found something unsettling. The more inflated praise a child received, the lower their self-esteem tended to become. Constant "you're amazing" quietly teaches a daughter that love depends on being exceptional, which is a fragile, exhausting thing to believe. The formula is not flattery. It is this: let her become genuinely capable, and love her unconditionally while she does. That means real responsibility. Chores with stakes. A project she nearly quit. A difficult conversation she handles herself. A girl who can cook a simple meal, finish something hard, or care for someone younger has evidence she can rely on. Confidence built on evidence doesn't wobble when someone is unkind to her, because it isn't borrowed from their opinion. Around the tween years, many girls shift from what their body can do to how their body looks compared to others. Social media pours fuel on this. A 2025 study of more than 100,000 young adults found that those who got their first smartphone before age 13 reported poorer mental well-being as adults, and the effects, including lower self-worth, were stronger in young women. Delay the smartphone, and especially social media, as long as you reasonably can. And talk about bodies in terms of capability, what her body lets her do, not how it ranks. 2 traps shadow many bright girls: perfectionism and people-pleasing. Both come from the same root, the belief that love is conditional on performance. The antidote is to let her see that mistakes are survivable. Including yours. A daughter who watches you say "I got that wrong," and that's okay, learns that her own worth survives imperfection. Sikh offers a girl something specific here. Every Sikh girl carries the name Kaur, which means sovereign, or princess. Not a decorative title. A statement of identity. Her dignity does not depend on a father's name, a husband, or anyone else's approval. She is sovereign in her own right. Said to a struggling tween, "You're a Kaur." You don't need their approval to know who you are, it can reframe a whole anxious moment. And Sikh history offers role models that no celebrity feed can match. Mata Bhag Kaur, known as Mai Bhargo, rallied soldiers who had deserted Guru Gobind Singh Ji and led them back into battle herself. A woman, in armor, leading men, remembered for it with honor. Mata Sahib Kaur, revered as the mother of the initiated Sikh community. Mata Gujri Ji, who held her family together through unimaginable loss with a steadiness that is still spoken of with awe. These are not soft, sidelined figures. They are leaders and pillars, proof that a girl's tradition expects courage from her, not just politeness. Guru Nanak Dev Ji challenged a society that treated daughters as a burden. Why call her lesser, the one from whom even kings are born? That question was radical 500 years ago. And it gives a daughter raised in Sikh a starting point that most confidence advice never reaches. Her worth was given, not earned. She doesn't have to prove it. She only has to discover it. Finally, daughters calibrate their own self-worth by watching the women around them. A girl who hears the women in her life pick themselves apart learns that this is what being a woman means. A girl who watches women set a boundary calmly, speak up without apology, and treat themselves with respect learns that instead. You don't have to be perfectly confident. You just have to let her catch you respecting yourself.